What up, everybody? So I am back. So yeah, man, feels good to be streaming again. I took a little bit of a hiatus, took a little bit of a hiatus. Had to get some things together. Hiatus. So hopefully you guys you can hear me and I sound good. I do got a new mic right here, so I might as well just hold it. You know, I feel like it's good when you show the mic in basically in the content in the stream and everything like that, because it makes it look more professional. So if I got the mic like right here, I'm sure y'all gonna be like, okay, he you know what I'm saying, he professional. So again, just getting some things sorted out, taking care of some business, living life, of course. But I definitely want to get back to streaming. Like, I had a blast. Like, the last time I was streaming with y'all, like, had a good time. So I just want to continue that and keep it on that type of note. So today, from the title, you guys can tell, our basically, I just want to talk about a few things, what I've been on, where I've been at, and yeah. So I've been pretty busy just with work, trying to figure out some stuff going on and a whole bunch of yada yada. Of course, still hitting the gym, as y'all can tell. Like, come on, like let's be honest. That's one thing that I don't really fall off from. I've been working out for like 5 years consistently, so it's difficult to fall off of something like that, especially when you have basically been an individual where you were chubby. You know what I'm saying? Where you were, you know, you was gaining some weight. But the thing is, I reversed that. Big shout out to the homies that caught me, and they're just like, bro, you getting kind of, you know what I'm saying? You getting kind of hefty, homie. You know what I'm saying? They were just like, bro, still smacking my belly. And I was like, bro, what is going on? I felt like this was a how you say that word? Humiliation ritual. So it's a tongue twister, so I don't care. But yeah, man. So ever since then, been going crazy with it, and that's where I'm at today. But just to give a quick background of what I've been on. Let me mute my phone. What I've been on, where I've been. I'm a part of Hacker Proof, so clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. I'm part of Hacker Proof. Officially joined Hacker Proof, helping them with their content clipping and a bunch of other stuff officially. So shout out to Hacker Proof. You guys go, go watch them, go watch their YouTube. We do everything tech. Make tech content, interview people in tech, and we're partnering up with Afrotech too, and we got tickets that's on sale, and I think we have a discount code as well. So if you're trying to come to Afrotech, go ahead, hit us up, Hacker Proof. Look us up on Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, all that stuff. So Hacker Proof, HACKERPROOF. Hacker Proof. All right. And so I'm a part of them. Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to Ugo. Shout out to all of them, man. Prince. Shout out to everybody in the group, man. Shout out to all y'all. But look, another thing I've been doing is I actually created my own watch brand right here. It might be a little ashy, but whatever. I created my own watch brand right here, as you guys can see. This is the watch. You see? It's the watch right here. Oh. Nope. Don't mind my ashy fingers. I just finished washing my face. So this is the watch. It's fire. And I have a couple of these pieces for anyone who wants to get them. It got my logo right here, which is Longa. You see that? Close the box up. That's my logo right here. I also got another, I guess you could say, secondary logo that's going to be coming out too. I got more watches on the way. But yeah, man, that's what I've been on. I've been making my own watch. You know what I'm saying? Been making my own watches. And yeah, man, cop them. Yeah, definitely catch up. You can get these at longwatches.com. Look, yeah, even the inside. Yep. Longwatches.com. Longetwatches.com. Pick out your watch, very nice quality dive watch, catch up bezel, look how it shines, look how it glistens. When you around certain people, they're going to be looking, trust me, they're going to be like, what type of watch is that? Go ahead, cop. We got more designs on the way. We're going to take over. All right. So that's where I've been at. What else have I been doing? Bro, just a lot. Just a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot. Trying to find my way out of this world, trying to find my way. Well, not out of this world, but trying to trying to find my way to do better in this world. I feel like my body's uneven. I don't know, like my back. I kind of pulled something in my back a couple days ago, and my neck too. So I feel like it's like lopsided. I probably got to sit like this. Maybe it's just my build. I don't know, but whatever. So look. So what we got here today, guys? We're just gonna talk about do we worship money in America? And the answer is yes. Simple. I'm like, all right, shut off the stream. Let's go home. Let's pack it up. Nah, but it's definitely more to it than that. I feel as though like I think me personally, I think like we're all money, right? I know this it's hard to well, let me try to make sense of what I'm saying. Each individual is money, right? If we're talking about the form of capitalism, we're all money, right? Because our work, what we produce, the work that we do creates money. It creates GDP, right? So the work that we have is what creates money. So we are the money, not money. Money is not money. We're the money. We generate money. You know what I'm saying? We generate taxes, right? We pay taxes, and that's another form of generating money. And the thing is, even if you're not an active member of society, you still are helping someone's pockets. How do I say that? If you go to jail, right? If you're in prison, you work in prison, right? And whatever you produce in prison, it benefits somebody, right? And the production of the prison, the building of it, benefits somebody. So it doesn't matter what you do, your money. And America's gonna find out a way to siphon that money out of you. Every step of the way. It doesn't matter. So are we, do we worship money? Do we worship, getting money? I think that is something that we can debate about and have a conversation. So going from that point on why I believe people are money, right? And the thing is, money itself, like, the US dollar is something that is, it's fiat, right? It's backed up by the strength of our military. They can mass produce it however many they can you quantitative easing the stock market and buy a bunch of assets in the stock market. They can do this. They can have a company that just was created a year ago be $1 billion evaluation, like OpenAI, like all type of crazy inflation, right? Like the money is inflationary, like fiat is inflationary. It doesn't matter. Like it continues to expand and expands astronomically, right? To where in the next 10 years, we might have a company to come out that's $1 trillion company of like the 1 year evaluation. Like something ridiculous is that because it just doesn't matter. But we all strive to get money, right? And we know how important it is for that. Okay? So what I'm trying to say is if we start to recognize what are the traps that contributes to our financial stress and how we can get away from that, we can actually prepare ourselves slightly better. And I'm not going to say that's going to be 100%, because when you look at all these asset classes and everything like Bitcoin, stocks, and all these other things, they are also manipulated, right? And their manipulation comes from majority ownership, right? So when you own the majority of something, you can manipulate the price, okay? That's how it happens. So crypto the price can be manipulated because a small group of people have the majority of Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? So even though, yes, crypto is an asset that will go up continuously because it takes effort to mine crypto. It has a cost, it has a value, right? The blockchain technology, there's only going to be 21 million Bitcoins ever created, right? And I'm talking about Bitcoin specifically when I say crypto, okay? So it has value, right? But when you have a certain group of people with majority ownership, they can manipulate the price through however they do it, selling or whatever they do to manipulate prices. And you see that in gold. You also see that in silver, right? People always say, oh, gold's price is not the actual price because it's manipulated by the majority ownership, which is also true. Same thing with stocks. So what I'm trying to say is, we go through corrections, and corrections wipe away billions of dollars that we've all strived for, right? Just for then in a year to then go back. But why is that? Why are we okay with, why do we all sit here and we're okay with corrections wiping away $1 billion of financial strife and energy that we've all put in, and we're just okay with it, like, okay, well, in a year or two it'll bounce back, in a year it'll go back. Why are we okay with that? But it is what it is. We don't have majority ownership on some of these things and some of these assets, but that's just how it goes. Okay? I'm not saying you shouldn't invest. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy Bitcoin. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy gold or silver. Actually, I'm saying you should, because at the end of the day, it's meant to continue to go up. But in the society we live in today, right? How it's structured, we don't want everyone to just become super rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, corrections have to happen in order to keep people in a certain position, in order to keep them working. And that's really the point, right? To keep people working, to keep people, producing. Because remember the first point I said, you're the money, not money. So if you don't work, nothing can be produced. So that's why they're trying to do robotics, they're trying to do AI, so they can have a, just like a AGI instead of a robot that can come in and replace you as a person for your work. That's pretty much it. Because they know that, people are starting to work less in terms of like production, just based off of whatever, and they need more people to produce, but also they know that the price of everything is going up, so they don't want to pay you the amount that you need to get paid to whatever. So they'll just like, okay, we'll just make robots and put AI in them and have them run around and do nothing. Because that's at the end of the day, that's what's going to happen. They're going to run around and do nothing. Okay? Like AGI and machine having like consciousness, it's not happening. I'm sorry to tell you. Me personally, I don't think that's going to happen. AI is great. It's great. But then to have the spark that we have as humans in terms of consciousness, real consciousness, I don't think that's a possibility. Yes, you could probably do whatever, manipulate stuff to make it seem like it is, but me personally, I don't think so. So basically, today, even myself, I'm 20, I'm in my late 20s. You can look at my skin, look at my face, look at my mustache and be like, bro, this man ain't over a day over 19. And you know what I'm saying? Look at my teeth. You know what I'm saying? I know, but I'm in my late 20s. I'm almost hitting 30. You know what I'm saying? But one thing is, like, I still fall into the same thing everybody else. I got a paid off car outside. Just newly paid off my whip. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, it's only been a couple months. And I've been wanting a Corvette. You feel me? I've been wanting a Corvette. So I'm like, man, I'm trying to rationalize it to myself. I'm calling my dad. I'm calling my mom. I'm calling whoever I'm talking. I'm telling them, like, yo, I'm trying to get this Corvette. What you think about this idea? I'm trying to do this, do that. I'm trying to rationalize it to myself. Like, yo, I'm going to put it on this and have people do that with it. And it's going to pay for that. And I might still get that Corvette. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying it's money. But like, that's how you fall into, the trap of just worshiping money. You know what I'm saying? Because you need money to buy nice things. But all I'm going to say is, I don't worship no money. I don't worship no money. I'm chill. I've always been a person that's a saver. I've always saved. I've always been frugal with my money. I've always been someone that's a giver. I give, I save, I give. I don't spend on myself. I don't do nothing crazy. Trust me. I could buy this. I could buy that. I could do this. I could do that. No, but I'll be chilling. I'll be chilling. And the thing is, but also sometimes I'm coming to where am I chilling too much? I started this business. It cost me some capital, right? My watch business cost me some capital. I could have go and bought a Tudor watch, a Tudor Black Bay with the capital. You know what I'm saying? Or I could have go bought a Cartier Santos. You know what I'm saying? Or I could have bought a Tag Heuer. I could have bought all type of different type of watches that I like. But I said, nah, let me not be a consumer. Let me create a product. So if you all support that mindset, you all should go to longwatches.com and buy yourself a watch now. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, okay, if I get that car, I'm gonna put it on Turo. Facts. So people can rent it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to be paying for that. I just finished paying for a car. So it's all about mindset, but at the same time, it's like, man, should I just chill? Like, why do I need it? What is the purpose? Yes, it could potentially help me with my taxes. Yes, I could potentially have a car that I'm not paying for because I put it on, I'm renting it out. Yes, potentially, but I'm still gonna have issues I'm gonna have to pay. It's still gonna cost me something. Like, I'm still gonna have to pay some money, and then plus I'm gonna have a loan on my head. But then again, it's like, am I not taking the risk? Like, should I take more risk? Why am I so risk adverse? I'm in my late 20s. Like, why am I so risk adverse? This is probably the time I should be taking the most risk. You know what I'm saying? Buying that car and putting it and renting it out. You know what I'm saying? And seeing what happens and just say, okay, if it don't work out, it don't work out. Get it repoed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got time. So I'm thinking to myself, what should I do? You know what I'm saying? But it's all gonna make sense. It's all gonna make sense. It's all gonna make sense eventually. All right. Well, this is all I really wanted to talk about with y'all today. Just wanted to chop it up with you guys real quick. Let me know if you got any advice on what I should do. I'm gonna come with more videos. I'm gonna react to certain things. We're gonna have a good time. But please, guys, don't worship money. Don't. Your money doesn't matter like that for real. It matters, but at the end of the day, you're the commodity. You're money. You are money. So just try to limit your expenses. And if you have expenses, make sure those expenses can produce some type of value for you. We all like nice things, but make sure those nice things can produce a value for you. And if you're at a point where that doesn't, like, you want to get this nice thing and it doesn't have to produce no value, I get it. But don't always be that. Don't always be a consumer. You know what I'm saying? Because then when you are always a consumer, you're not gonna produce nothing except for in your work. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So moving forward, whatever I get, I'm gonna try to find whatever way to make that do something beneficial for me. Even if I don't sell I've sold a couple watches already. But even if I don't sell all the pieces, I'm going to work till I sell all the pieces. I do not care. I'm going to work, like Rihanna said. I'm going to work. You feel me? All right, guys. Peace.